Hey, what is up YouTube? This is Jaff Comics here, back again with another box opening of the latest side set, Phantom Revenge. We got 3 boxes to rip into today. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with, let's start with this one here. All right. And let's go ahead and start with left side. So we got a couple new archetypes in this side set, and a lot of good reprints. So we got the Cruel Tune playlist, Change of Heart, Time Reloader, Entacraft, Leon for our super, Spirit of the Fall Wind, Pot of the Forbidden. This is a pretty cool card if you can pull it off. And Destructive Duroma Karma Cannon. So a lot of good reprint staples. And like I said, some of these new archetypes. So we got the Endcrafts, the Cruel Tune, and the Hecka Hands, which I think look pretty cool. We got Snatch Steel, Book of Taiyu, Ally Justice Cyclone Creator, Entacraft Release for our super. And then we got another Entacraft. I'm not going to butcher some of these names, but they're all like architectural, like buildings and things like that. You know, they're all machines, so I guess they're supposed to be like structures that also turn into machines, so that's pretty cool. We got Crackdown and Hekahan Tartaros for our rare. I believe every box is guaranteed 4 ultras, 3 or 4 ultras. Synchro Transmission, Fleur Synchron, Crystal Wings Synchro Dragon, that's a cool print. JJ Cruel Tune for super. Another Entacraft, Entacraft Reverth, Evolution. I believe that's maybe the first reprint of that card. That's pretty cool. Oh, this is probably something good. It's being difficult to open. I like to think that. Oh, we got a reprint of Stone Sweeper. I know that was worth a couple bucks from whatever side set that was. Change of Heart, Synchro Overtake, Proto Entacraft for our super, Pinpoint Landing, Hecka Hands, Isabelle, and another Entacraft. Time Reloader, Monolith's Action Unit, Jet Synchron, and Cruel Tune Remix. That's a cool card. Take a look at that. Another Entacraft, Mastayo the Enchanter, Pot of the Forbidden. So this new like pendulum archetype seems interesting since they're also flip monsters and pendulums and machines, and they're quite large bodies. Ooh, Trigodia, that's a callback. One of my old school favorites back in the day. Ghost Bell, that's a nice reprint. Nightmare Magician, I believe this had a higher rarity before. And our first Ultra Cruel Tune Mix, very nice. So let's do a little cleanup here, put you there. Hack of Hands, Karma Cannon, another Entacraft. And as we start seeing some duplicate copies, we're just gonna start speeding along looking for that holo card. We don't really care too much. Sunset Beat. This is actually, I like the art on this card. This is where I would like to be during the winter right now, but sadly that's not an option. Another Entacraft for our super Crackdown, Tartarus, and another Entacraft. Funny enough, that Sunset card actually is pretty cool with flips. I believe it pops a card every time a card is flips. Look at Taiyu. Cruel Tune Track Maker. Very nice. Pinpoint Landing, and more reprints. I like these side sets, but at the same time, I don't really love them because it brings kind of rares back into printing. Cruel Tune Clip for our super. Yeah, it makes the cards more accessible, but you know, there was kind of a time and place for rares back in the day, and I think we're kind of beyond that. So I'd like to see them move away from those cards eventually. Yadol all Hecka Hands, however you say that. Ooh, Big Eye, that's a nice reprint. But really, you don't need too many boxes of this if you're trying to put together some of the decks. Although they have the tendency of making the newer stuff the higher rarities. As you can see, if you want the Toon Cruel, it'll be probably ultras for most of the main deck stuff. I believe Rico, Toon Mix, of course, and Toon Q was the other one I'm thinking of. And I even think the Toon Synchro, the spell, is ultra. Ooh, that's a big hit right there. Well, as big as some of these side sets get. So we got the Atamori, I believe that's how you say that, and some other reprints. So we got 2 ultras on the left-hand side, so reason to believe there will be some more ultras on the right hand. Very nice. That's good to see. Honestly, I think that's the most expensive card as an ultra, unless we're talking about collector rares or I don't know if there's Starlight's Toon Clip for our super. In fact, let's see. Yeah, there are 10 Starlights in this set. So those are not guaranteed, of course, but hopefully we'll get lucky here. Ooh, Hekahan's Zeno, I believe that's how you say that. We'll keep speeding along, ripping through these. Release for our super. Do a little cleanup. Playlist, Ghost Mourner, or sorry, Ghost Spell, Change of Hearts, Intercraft. I always like this card. It's kind of like Manju for Flip Monster. So when it's normal summon, you add a Flip Monster. That's pretty nice. Tried to use that with Subterrors back in the day, just to make them a little more consistent before Guru was a card. I see there are some Subterror cards in this set. Another, oh, I don't think we've seen this one before. Cruel Toon Loudness War. Excuse me. I think the Cruel Toons will also be fairly good. Ooh, there we go. Cruel Toon Rico. I don't think this one is super expensive right now, but still a nice pull for the deck. Very nice. Maybe we can pull the Hekahan's, I think it's called the Hidden Hekahan's Jewel, or JJ Cruel Toon. Let's just jump right to, ooh, I know this card isn't like super like valuable or anything, but I think it's pretty cool. I don't know, I always like kind of these scorpion looking cards. Kind of remind me, you know what, these cards remind me a little bit of Zoids. Maybe not so much as the ones that look like ancient structures, but some of the guys that look like more like animals or insects and things like that. It kind of reminds me of Zoids back in the day. So I might have to give this deck a try. Yeah, couldn't even tell you what kind of animal that would be, but looks cool nonetheless. All right, we should have one more ultra here. Maybe this is the pack. I'm gonna say it's this pack. Nope. Field spell. What is? Oh, this is for the Entacrafts as well. And last card. Can we get a big hit? Ooh, and we got Hekahan's. Hekahan's Yaddle? Yaddle? I like the art on that. That's pretty cool. It almost looks like a secret rare with some of the hollow foiling on that. So not bad, not bad. All right. Let's get that out of the way and move on to box number 2. Let's do a little cleanup here real quick. And our lovely stack of rares. All right. Let's try, I want to say the left side was good for that last box, so let's try to see if the right side does any better for this one. And we'll just skip right ahead, release. Loudness War. Heck of Hands again. Still no huge hits, I would say. JJ Cruel Tune. Ooh, another Cruel Tune. This one, yeah, it was Q. Cruel Tune Q. So I think they got fairies, fiends, warriors, machines, all different geez, why can't I think of it? Not attributes. Types of monsters. Unlike the Entacrafts, which are all machines. And I believe the Cruel, or not the Cruel Tune, the Heck of Hands, I believe those are illusion based for the most part. Speaking of which, yeah, they are illusion. So we have Heck of Hands, Jahan, Jehuza. I don't know. They make these more and more complicated each time. You know, we got Snatch Steal, and then we got whatever that is. But very nice. That was our second Ultra, so not terrible. Tune Remix. It's very interesting to see allied cards again. Not a very popular archetype back in the day from Hidden Arsenal. Yeah, the most popular card is the Synchro Allied Justice Cataster. Ooh, what do we got here? It looks like a collector's rare. Cruel Tune Loudness War. Let's see if we can get that on camera. Sweet. You know what? Let's put those guys over there and let's make a little bit of room for him. Just for giggles. Let's see what he's valued at today. Currently on the market, he's $35, somewhere around that market value, so that's not too bad. That's, I think, one of the higher ones. So, we got Track Maker. Nope, you don't go there, you go with the supers. So, okay, I want to say right side of this box is currently in the lead. Definitely beat out last box. And we got Toon Clip, which is a Thunder. I don't think we've seen this card yet. Looks like another archetype of like little girls in like mechas and what have you. So I'm sure that will be popular. Zeno. The Entacraft, the Scorpion. Definitely in terms of art, I think that's my favorite. The Atori, I think, so the whale one we pulled from the last box, I kind of like that one too, but like I said, I'm a little biased here. Anything that has cool art already grabs my attention. I don't care if the deck is good or not. If it looks cool, like, ooh, there we go. That was the card we were talking about earlier. The Hidden Heck of Hands. Very nice. Yeah, anything with cool art, it's always on my radar. Oh, didn't realize we could get this as a upgraded super instead of a rare. So we got the Action Unit. I don't believe this ever came holo before. I believe its original printing was a common? Question mark? I don't remember what set that would have been from. I think that's a really old set at this point. We got another Tune, Cruel Tune JJ. Another Track Maker. It's funny how some of these packs just like almost like dissolve when you're tearing into them, and then other ones just want to fight you tooth and nail. You know, I'm convinced the ones that don't want to open are the good ones, but I have no data to back up that whatsoever. Another Xeno. Let's take a look at that card real quick. It's pretty freaky. Really like the illusion monsters. I like their kind of their gimmick that they can't be destroyed by battle. You can't destroy other people's stuff by battle with them. Ooh, another new card. Cruel Tune Synchro. It's a quick play. Add one Cruel Tune card from your deck to your hand, except for this card. Immediately after this effect resolves, Synchro summon one Tuner Synchro monster. You cannot special summon the rest of the turn after this card resolves, except tuners. Ah, okay. And you can activate up to 2 per turn. That's a very interesting clause. Very interesting. So I haven't noted this, but a lot of the Cruel Tune cards are Synchro Tuner monsters. So, you know, that opens up all sorts of interesting possibilities. Kind of like that, though. That can help dodge some effects on the field. All right, last pack. And we got Loudness War again. That does not go there. That goes here. All right. Did we... Yeah, that was definitely the best box out of the 2 so far. And right side definitely was the clear winner with Loudness War Collector's Rare. All right. On to last box here. Let's see if we can get like a Starlight. That'd be nice. Let's see, where do we want to start? Do we go back to the left-hand side? I think we stick with the right. I think we play the hot hand here. Another Entcraft. Yeah, I'll take another Collector's Rare. Oh, Amori. Cool. We will definitely take that. We will definitely take an Amori here. So that's our second out of the 3 boxes. Definitely not bad. Loudness War. We'll put you there. Like, look at this. Look how many rares like you stack up. I know like it's no different than getting commons in like a core set, but I don't know. I guess I'd rather have commons. As weird as that sounds, like I don't know. Like it's odd as an old school player seeing rares still being printed. Like I think there was a while where like rares like kind of up and disappeared until some of these side sets started reappearing. You know, rares used to be like one-off cards that you would never ever see again. Oh, Arcane Apprentice as a super. That's pretty cool. Once again, I think that might have come in Hidden Arsenal originally as a super, or it was a common in one of like the 5D sets way back in the day. But yeah, rares back in the day were like really specialty cards because you were always guaranteed a rare. You were never guaranteed a holo in a pack, which those were pretty rough days. If you were trying to get a playset of something that came only super or ultra, for that matter, I mean, even secret rares, so you were only guaranteed 1 secret rare in a pack, in a box, I mean. You weren't guaranteed 2. So, I mean, things are a lot better now, but, you know, kind of that allure of having pull a rare and it be like a one-off, like a very niche card. Like to this day, there are still a bunch of rares that we got the Heck of Hands again, that have not seen a reprint. You know, they're just such obscure cards at this point. They never got played. So yeah, it's just very interesting to see this rarity kind of come back. Let's see. Another Xeno. I think that was our 2 Ultras for this size, so I'd like to be proven wrong. I'd rather be proven wrong than right. Heck of Hands Godos. I don't think we've seen that card yet. Yeah, I don't think we've... Maybe we pulled that in the first box. Oh, this one was a little difficult to open. Let's... Nope, just release. All right, left side. Last 12 packs. Tune Clip. Oh, I thought that was for sure a collector's rare. It just has a really interesting like foiling to it. It's almost like the whole card is foiled. Hold on. Did they change something? It's so hard to see in this lighting. It's almost like the whole card has like a foiling on it now. Is that how they're doing Ultras now? Am I tripping out? Like, even down in the card text, it seems like the whole card has like a foil printing on it. Not just the, obviously the lettering's always gold on an Ultra, and not just the attribute and stars, but like everything. Everything looks like it has like a hollow to it now. If that's something new they're doing, that's very interesting. Was not aware that they were doing something like that. I'm gonna have to go back through after this opening and take a look at some older cards, because maybe I haven't touched Yu-Gi-Oh cards in a while. You know, during the winter season, things slow down for, I think, a lot of players, and I think most of us at this point are waiting for an updated ban list. I know that OCG just had one, and a couple cool cards came back, and I want to say it, I don't want to say it fixes things, you know, that's always a little subjective, but definitely mix things up a little bit. And usually what happens in OCG land translate to Master Duel, excuse me. I almost said Dueling Book, that's not the right thing. Master Duel, so very, very interesting to see what occurs here in the next couple days, because I don't think that ban list is usually too far behind, but it would be nice to get a updated TCG one. I feel like we got the Hidden Heck Hands, that's nice. We have 2 copies now. It'd be nice just to get an update on that. You know, things are a little stale right now, and I'm definitely feeling that. I think a lot of the people at my local card shop, JF Comics, feel that way as well. So hopefully this side set kind of shakes things up a little bit, but I kind of doubt that for the moment. All right, we're on our 3rd to last pack. Tune Clip. I think we pulled both our Ultras already. Can we get... Ooh, Pot of the Forbidden. Super. That's cool. All right, last pack magic. Can we pull something big? Come on, Starlight, Starlight. Nope, Loudness War again. So, at least we got it as a collector's rare. So, definitely our second box was the best one with the CR Loudness War. So we got 2 Heckahan, Hidden Heck of Hands. Jeez, that's a mouthful. 2 Amori, that was cool. Would have been nice to get another Toon Synchro. And it seems like we got like one of each of the Cruel Toon main deck monsters, which I think are like 3 O's in the deck. So not bad. I think we saw pretty much every card. I hope. We'll find out. But if there's anything that we pulled here today, guys, make sure you check out JF Comics. Check the link below to go to the affiliated store. Pre-order these cards. They go pretty quickly. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Happy holidays, and we'll catch you on the next one.